And that will be the final act. Lazio, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Lazio fans are out in force. The atmosphere crackling. Passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in... And Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, he's got space here. That has not gone well. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that's been won straight back. Marcelo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Guardiola, he's found the way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And we have our very first corner. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. And they can counter here. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Tries to play it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Seedorf gets across to intercept that. First quarter of an hour gone. No way through. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Goal! Lazio! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lazio have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Seedorf. Now it's Messi. Messi, a hefty challenge, but fair enough. Referee has just said play on. Maldini calmly anticipates. That's an imaginative pass.
Colombia really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Batistuta. Dani Olmo. Steaming on. Dani Olmo! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard is fouled. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Ah, that's a fine interception. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Ronaldinho.
Lazio can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Guardiola. And Dani Olmo. Now it's Partey. Haaland. He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu, contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? So we're very much on the way now. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Oh, it's Dembele. Guehi calmly anticipates. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rice has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The pass has gone astray. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Jordi Alba does really well to win the ball there. That's Partey. De Ketelaere. Tries to play it through. Neymar. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Xhaka. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Yamal makes a move down the right. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing nice and neat. Ødegaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here! Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dembele! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Really fierce, close defending. Ødegaard. Partey. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That is good progress on the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass, and it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Batistuta. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's De Ketelaere. Guardiola. Rice makes the interception. Played over towards the opposite flank. Great vision. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. In with the challenge. Guardiola. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Distributed tidily. And this is Batistuta. Pacho. Neymar scooting forward. And here's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he's only too happy to take that back. Guardiola deals with... So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico. Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 13.
So we're underway for the second half.
Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Kimmich. Now it's to Ketelara. It's been slipped through. Camavinga gets it away. Lazio do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
That is good alertness. Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's to Ketelara. Filippo Inzaghi. And it's Partey. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is headed for the middle. Rice getting this one clear.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Dembele.
è di 80.113 spettatori.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now, can they get him? It's Inzaghi! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. And he's forced to go back. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ah, he's given it away. And he's gone backward here. Messi! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Numero 7.
Now it's Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Lazio do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Yamal supplying the width on this right-hand side. And that's gone loose. Now it's Yamal. And this is Messi. And this is Dembele. Dembele Gets flagged offside.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21.
Lazio making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. Opts to play it back. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. He's found a way through. Back to the keeper it goes. Schmeichel, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Haaland. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
This is Dembele. Xhaka kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Mbappe.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. A heavy challenge. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Arda Güler. Can he get on the end of this? It's really well cleared. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham going face-to-face with his great rival.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bellingham. Caicedo. He'll try from distance! Oh, that's a waste.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. Arda Güler looking to play him in. Now it's Haaland. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Arda Güler. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the counter is on. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Goal! Rangers! And it's Rangers who take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
First breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a good ball. Oh, look! And the shot! And it's come back out to him. And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper...
Haaland! Volleyed effort.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
There's a sharp little ball here. In towards the back stick. Kimmich. He's found space here. Time and again they are repelled. It's a pretty loose pass. And he has been fouled there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Rangers have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers.
Bellingham! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Goulet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Played out towards the right wing. That's going right the way across. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Haaland.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. Bout of passing here. Tries one from range. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Can he finish? Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45. He's having a shot! Goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Lazio cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Granit Xhaka. Juve. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Granit Xhaka. Stam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing nice and neat, and he was quick to react. Guardiola.
Lazio have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And this is Dembele.
Rangers clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Granit Xhaka. Guardiola. That's a shade optimistic. It's gone for a throw-in. Caicedo is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Haaland. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That has been slung wide. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Now that's a lovely exchange. Brilliantly cut out. Kimmich clears without hesitation. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! And that should get the job done.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's hoisted clear. Lazio are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lazio have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Done delicately. That has been cut short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that has left him in a heap. Aims beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's made its way to him. Guardiola. Rangers are looking to break at pace. And that was nowhere near his best. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Knocks it into space. Now it's come to nothing. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Dembele. An instinctive delivery. And that should get the job done. And it's Guardiola. Juve. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Searching pass is played there. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here. Messi! Daniel, and he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Rangers. Number 21, Dembele.
And that is the last of the action. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slug.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Van Basten. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu. Now it's Messi. Now it's Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Looking for the run. Look at the space here. Drills one in. Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Opts for safety. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to play it through, but that has not gone well. Sends it crossfield. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos. Now Davids. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Cafu. It's not an especially good pass, that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, that's superb. Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! Lazio back on level terms. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Davids, that has been slung wide. Jupe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way, takes a shot! Partey tries to clear. Shot could be on. That's an excellent interception. Dani Olmo. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? Messi. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Messi. Very nicely done. Spread out to the left. Donadoni. And it's played in. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And he's there to belt it away. Van Basten has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Muscular approach does pay off here. Messi. Mateus. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cafu. And here's Messi. Van Basten. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Lazio kick off the second half. Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids, Rijkaard, Cafu. It's a promising position, and he's straight offside. Mateus. And Donadoni. Davids. And it's Van Basten. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Spread it left. Now it's Donadoni. Granit Xhaka. Oh, easy pickings there. Davids. And this is Van Basten. And he cuts out the supply. Mateus. And here's Messi. Van Basten. Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's Bellingham. Spread to the right. And he was alert to it. Mateus. Now Davids. Donadoni. He is through here. There's the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that is not finding anyone. Ah, he's given it away. And he's in on goal. He's had a shot. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Donadoni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Italy with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi gets into a good position. Oh, important interception. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Lazio perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Donatoni. That is ended up in no man's land. That's going wide left. Mateus, can he get it through? Donatoni plays it in. And a chance! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Corner number 2 then. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lazio are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Good read, needed to be.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good ball, good take. And Basta tries a shot! Goal, Italy! Into the lead once more. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Italy leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. That is some save. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Jordi Alba wins the duel this time. Chiellini deals with that comfortably.
Lazio really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. Cafu. That has been cut short. And it's Bellingham. Haaland.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Referee has just said play on. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Confirmation that now. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you summarise...